Basically, the first of all we start with the introduction portion. What is the safe industrial practices, right? So in general, the safety of a process relies on a multiple layer of protection, right? So the first layer of protection is the process design features. Then subsequent layer include the control system and the interlock, safety shutdown system, and protective systems, alarm system, and emergency response plans. Okay, so the major approach to enhance safer process design is divided into the main four categories. Okay, so which four category? The first one, which is the minimization. It means that intensification, right? Then second one, which is substitute. It means that substitution, right? And third one, which is the moderate. It means that attention and the limitations of the effect. Then last one, which is the simplify. It means that the simplification and the error tolerance, right? So these four are the words which describe the safety in the detail, right? Now we will start in detail how this four word which is describe the safety in detail, right? So first of all, we start the way with the minimize or minimization. Okay, so the first one, the change from large batch reactor to a smaller continuous reactor, right? Then reduce the storage inventory of the raw material. Okay, then improve the control to reduce the inventory of hazardous intermediate chemicals. And the last one, which is the reduce process holdup, right? Okay, the second one, which is the substitute, it means that a substitution, right? Then use the mechanical pump seal versus packing. Okay. Then use welded pipe versus a plain jet. Then use solvent that are less toxic. Then use a mechanical gauge versus mercury. Then use chemicals with higher flash point, boiling point, and other less hazard properties. Then use water as a heat transfer fluid instead of a hot oil, right? In this second one, okay, you can see that the substitutes are given, right? Here the first one, which is small mechanical pump versus the packing, then welded pipe versus the flange. Okay, so this is a substitute for the safety purpose. Okay, the next one, which is the moderate. Okay, so the use of vacuum to reduce the boiling point, then reduce the process temperature and the pressure, then refrigerate storage vessels, then dissolve the hazardous material in the safe solvent, then place control room away from the operations, then separate pump room from the other, right? This is a moderate, it is a limitation of the effect, right? Now, in the last one, which is the simplification and the error tolerance, it means that the keep piping system neat and visually easy to follow. Then design a plant for easy and safe maintenance. Then pick equipment that require less maintenance. Okay, pick equipment with low failure rates, right? Then add fire and explosion resistance barricades. Then label vessels and control to enhance understanding, right? So these all are the four enhanced to for the safety. Okay. Now the next topic, which is the safety movement. Okay, what do you mean by safety movement in the industries? Okay, so the industrial revolution that took place in the 18th century changed forever the method of producing goods, right? So the most important change was the substitution of the machines for the people, right? So this result in organization of work into the large unit, it is called factories, right? So this is followed by the direct supervision of the manufacturing process and efficient division of the work among the labor, right? So as the industrialization revolution continue its rapid growth, so the unsafe production method exacted a heavy toll on the workforce in terms of the job related injuries and the death, right? So in the 20th century, as technology grew by the leaps and the bounds, associated hazard along also grew within it, right? So this result in collecting effort in and thinking in the direction of controlling then work related hazard and the accident, right? Okay, so the a group of the delegates, including the safety professional and management leaders, public officials, and the insurance specialists, who met in a national safety meeting in New York in the year 1913, had a desire to attack the problem of the occupational health and safety, which most people consider either unimportant or insoluble, right? So this result in the birth of the voluntary organization, its name a National Safety Council, which helped to create the safety movement as we know it today, right? So the later similar voluntary organizations such as the International Labour Organization, British Safety Council, etc., came up with some support from the industry in various parts of the world, right? So, the early legal action in the industrial safety took the form of the law to regulate and investigate industrial working condition, death and injury rate, and the next phase was largely concerned with the workers' compensation payments. Okay, so in subsequent years, the government gradually expanded their role in the regulating the industry on the safety matters, right? So in 1970, the Occupational Safety and Health Act, which is OSHA, was passed in United States of the America as a comprehensive national safety law. So the safety took a new direction and meaning as a result in OSHA, right? So similar step was followed by the other countries like United Kingdom. It's a Health and Safety at Work Act, which is 1974. In Australia, which is Victoria Occupational Health and Safety, and the Act, which is 1985, etc. Okay, so as a result of the above Act, the safety and the health of the worker become a major concern and the priority of the management, right? So this is the all about the safety movement. Okay, now need for the safety. Okay, why we require a safety? So the first of all, there are some direct cost or indirect cost or effect of an accident, but there are a certain indirect cost involved in it, right? Like machine downtime, the damage to machine, ideal time to nearby the equipment, horror created among the workers, loss of time and etc. In add cost compensation, legal implications and allied costs, etc. Okay, so the safety measure would not only eliminate or it not avoid above the cost, but would mean performing their moral responsibility towards the workman or operator also, right? So the an accident is by virtue of unsafe factor, the result of an unsafe condition. It may be combined effect of two, right? So the unsafe, what do you mean by unsafe act and unsafe condition? An unsafe act, it means that a result in form of operator or people doing a thing without proper authority, right? Misuse of the safety devices and ignoring warnings and precautions, so that the chances of the accidents are there, right? So and what do you mean by unsafe condition? It may be the present in the various form, faulty or defective equipment, right? Like electrical fittings and inadequate maintenance of the gangway, right? So these are the example of unsafe condition. Okay. So to prevent the occurrence of accident, unsafe act, how to be avoided or eliminated or checked, right? Okay, here the unsafe act are given. So for the rectification of the cause because of unsafe act, attention must be paid by the some reasons are given. The first one, which is a personal adjustment. Okay, what do you mean by personal adjustment? So if the foreman or supervisor which identify that a worker is until either physically or mentally a job or a task, he should quickly taken off the work in consultation with the personal department, right? Then method or technique used, it means that some technique requiring change should be placed by the same method, right? then operator training. So the job method may be safe or unsafe, but the operator must be trained to perform this particular job or this particular machine, right? That publicity and education about the accident prevention. Okay, so the worker or people are led by the skill and energy and the leadership of foreman, supervisor. So it is the duty of these people to educate the workman about the prevention of accident, right? So the aim is to teach them to become a safety conscious so that they are able to recognize an unsafe act or situation and act in such a manner that accident is avoided, right? Okay, and the unsafe condition, which is to avoid the accident due to the unsafe condition, the various provisions have been discussed in the Factory Act, right, which is come in the next chapter. So this may be concerned with the moving part of the prime movers, then electrical generators and transmission machinery. Okay, then fire protection device, control of dangerous fuel, lifting of excessive weight, and the safeguard over a lighting machines, then chains and ropes and etc. Okay, so the safety in the industry which help us to increasing the production rate. Then second one, which is the reducing the cost of the production, then reducing the damage of machinery and equipment, then preventing unwanted suffering and pain to employee of the organization, then preventing premature or untimely death of talented worker who may be an assess to the enterprise and the society. So this is the all about the today's lecture. I hope you all understood about the various safety movements, then need for the safety, okay, safety precautions and etc. Thank you for the watching. Thank you.